Hello, everybody. Today on the Wilton Report, we're going to be talking Princeton's affordable housing obligations, and we're going to give you a chance to win a $100 gift certificate to the Blue Point Grill. Tune in. Welcome back, everybody, to the latest edition of the Wilton Report, which is Princeton's only video podcast talking all things real estate in Princeton, New Jersey. So today, we're going to be talking Princeton's affordable housing obligations. Before we do that, we do have two upcoming seminars for the public. One is everything accessory dwelling unit, ADUs. We're going to have an ADU information seminar on the 10th of July at 6:15 p.m. If you want to register for that, you can text me at 609-773-8054 and just text the initials ADU and I'll send you the Zoom link. And we have another seminar because June, the second quarter, is over, and we're going to wrap up the entire market, pretty much all of Mercer County. Coming up, a market update seminar on the 24th of July at 6:15 p.m. So this one is really for the dedicated investor, people thinking of buying or selling in the next 6 months, and they want to have some forward intelligence on the market. Or if you just like to nerd out on Mercer County and the greater Princeton real estate market, this one is for you. It's nothing like you've ever seen. It's a lot of data. So those two seminars are coming up. So again, just text me either ADU or the word market seminar, and I will text you the Zoom link at 609-773-8054. So today, looking at the market, as you guys know, for both of my listeners, I like to start by talking about what's happening in the market. So on the 20th of June last year, there were 57 homes for sale in Princeton, which is very, very, very historically low. 47% of the market was above $2 million, meaning 47% of the homes for sale were priced above $2 million. Fast forward to the beginning of June, we hit 58 homes for sale. Kind of exciting, 50% of the market above $2 million. The 10th, 63 homes for sale, moving in the right direction, 50% above $2 million. And as of this morning, 64 homes for sale, 17 homes above $3 million. That's 26% of the market in Princeton above $3 million, and 53% of the market is now above $2 million. So it sounds like inventory is getting better. And I know nationally in Florida and some parts of Texas, inventory is a problem because they can build. In New Jersey, we're built out. So what does that mean? Is it really getting better for buyers? Well, no and yes and no. So here's a view. Again, if you're listening to this on Spotify, I'll talk you through the math. 10 properties in Princeton have been for sale since before 2025. 2 came on the market in 2022. 8 came on the market in 2024. So you have to ask yourself at this point, are they even on the market, or are they just positioned so ridiculously above the market in terms of what they're asking for in a price? So, and again, the average price for those homes is well above $2 million. So, 10 homes have been on the market for more than 6 months. 2 of them have been on the market for 2 years. So it's not like they're viable products. The market's telling you at the prices they're being offered at, people don't want them. So again, 64 sounds great, but if you take these 10 out, you're down to 54. And then out of 54, 50% of that's above $2 million. So basically, there's 25 housing products below $2 million in Princeton. So what does that mean? It means in the affordable price ranges, which is any single family below $1 million, if you can get near it, jump on it. Any single family between $1 million and I would definitely say $2 million that is priced well is going to have multiple offers. And then, the condos and townhouse market is 𝐋𝐄𝐓'𝐒. Overall, a market favoring sellers in Princeton versus buyers. If you're looking in the $3 million plus range, you have some choice. If you don't, you don't. One of my customers at her closing yesterday said, wow, I keep looking every day. There's still just nothing on the market. So it just goes to show you that inventory, despite getting marginally better, is still very, very low overall. So today I'm going to test your knowledge of Princeton and everything Princeton real estate. So my first quiz question is, what age range comprises the highest percentage of Princeton's population? So I got this data off the municipal website. Is it 45 to 54, Is it 20 to 24? Is it 55 to 59? And it is 20 to 24, comprising of 17.8% of the population. Because when you think about it, we have a lot of college graduate and postgraduate kids, well, young people in Princeton. So 17.8% is a huge number. And if you go down, it jumped to 23.5%, 65 to 54, 74. So you can see people are aging in place longer. They are not selling to go to Florida based on the inventory of Florida climbing. Nobody's moving to Florida right now. So those are the two most popular age demographics in Princeton. What's the most popular household size in Princeton? Is it one person per house or housing unit, two people per housing unit, three people per housing unit, four or more people per housing unit? So I would tell you, as a civilian, my guess would be three or more, because I've had school-age kids in my house the last few years. So you tend to hang out with people that have kids. So to me, that's my world. The reality is it's two people, 28% of the market for two people living in a house in Princeton, which makes sense when you consider the number of apartments and condos and et cetera. And then again, a big percentage of the population is 65 plus. They probably don't have kids living in the house. This is the bonus question. So if you want to win a chance at a $100 gift certificate to the Blue Point Grill, you have to guess correctly the answer to this question. As of 2023, because that was the last data point that the town provided, what was the number of households in Princeton? Was it 6,549 households? Was it 7,417, 8,699, 9,002, or 9,745? So you can text your answer to 609-773-8054. Only the people who get it right will be entered into a chance to win. If you text me the wrong answer, you will not be entered in a chance to win the $100 gift certificate to Blue Point Grill. So if you want to take a shot at that, please feel free to text me your answer. And you just have to text me at least your first name so I can arrange the gift certificate. So that's a chance to win some money on this week's edition of the Wilton Report, or some food at any rate. So let's talk about Princeton affordable housing. This is such a contentious topic. A number of months ago, I interviewed Mayor Freda. We talked about the pilot program. You can definitely, in the episode's link for today, I will post a link to that episode. We talk about the pilot program. We talk about affordable housing. We talk about the Mount Laurel doctrine that governs affordable housing in the state of New Jersey. So reading an article on Tappan in Princeton this past week, he did an amazing job of breaking down the affordable housing update, or what's going on in affordable housing, because it's going to impact the town in, I think, a positive way. So here's the deal, as simply as I can make it. Princeton has to, per the state of New Jersey, the Mount Laurel doctrine, provide 276 affordable housing units over the next 10 years. So whether Princeton pays for that, the town of Princeton, which means the tax holders pay for it, or they let Avalon come in, build 100 units, and 20 of them go toward affordable housing, and Princeton's not out of pocket any money and gets a payment in lieu of taxes, pilot, which is in the Freda episode, right? Those are the options. That's it. I have to say the town is very ahead of this. I know there's about 29 towns suing the state of New Jersey. If you want to bet me $1, I'd bet you they're going to lose. So for the next 10 years, the town only has to deliver 249 units because they're ahead of the curve versus the 276 that would be the one from the mandate. So where are all these units going to go? I'm going to show you a map in a minute, but the units are going to be delivered on 13 separate sites throughout Princeton. I would say the balance of them focusing on the downtown accessible areas of Princeton. So half are in the former borough, half are in the former township. So 457 Harrison Street, right? There is a commercial site that's vacant. That will become housing. The Jewish Center on Nassau Street. Two of my kids went to nursery school there. That will become, part of that will become housing. Chestnut Street Fire Station, the Harrison Street Fire Station, the John Street Municipal Site, amongst others, will become housing. And there'll be a variety of housing. So this is what it looks like on a map. So if you're listening to this on Spotify, I apologize. But if you look at the map, the housing sites are really focused around the downtown area. As a matter of fact, they are a ring immediately around the downtown area. Here's a close-up of it. So it really runs from the John Witherspoon neighborhood, right, north to Littlebrook. You have some in Riverside, and you have some in Town Center. So that's really what's going to happen over the next 10 years is that you're going to see continued development in Princeton so that Princeton can meet its affordable housing mandate. There's no choice in this. It is what it is. On next week's episode of the Wilton Report, we're going to be talking about the signs you're seeing around town, the Save Princeton signs, somewhat unrelated to this, though directly related to the pilot program in Princeton. So that's the affordable housing update. It is coming. You will continue to see change. It's the only constant. And the thing I'll leave you with on this week's episode of the Wilton Report is this. If you're against development, which is fine, that is your right, remember this. Whichever house you live in, somebody was against that one being built too. So that's it from this week's episode of the Wilton Report. I'm Josh Wilton, broker, owner of Queenston Realty in Princeton. Anytime you want to suggest a topic, feel free to text 609-773-8054. And I look forward to seeing you next week on the Wilton Report. Thanks, everybody.